Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again on This Morning. You know, as a social scientist, I got my observations and I've determined what they mean to me. And I'm sure most social scientists have done the same. Many of the things that we have concluded are the same. Many of them are different. When it comes down for my particular focus, it has to do with basic human rights for all people. It has to do with you. It has to do with life as a human being on this planet during these days and these times. And what I have witnessed, ladies and gentlemen, is that everything seems to be in competition and opposition. The big problems that we have are because we are using and choosing paths that leads to this destructiveness that takes place, the things that draws us away from one another and from that which allows us to create. You see, as I understand it, I look at this earth and human beings and I see its existence as the result of a power outside of us, bigger than us. And we just can't put our hands on that power. We can't actually say this is that power, but we can see the results of that power. And what has happened, as I see it, is that because this power is invisible, some have decided that they would claim that power. And not knowing truly what that power is, they create their own power. And they recognize that most people want to live, so the number one thing that they do is to bring into their arsenal of control is the ability to kill you. And that'll make a lot of folks stand up and change their minds about things that they thought they would do or would not do. At the same time, there are things that has got to be done. And so what people do is claim things that they have the ability to claim by force or by trickery or deception. And I say these things to you, ladies and gentlemen, because here in America, we talk about the mother country, how the mother country was so abusive and how the people were trying to get away from the mother country. And they ended up here eventually. And what was the first thing they tried to do or decided to do, or one of the things they ended up doing, was forcing people, taking people's land. Now, what kind of God does that sound like? That sounds like man. Man does this because man doesn't know the way. Force, take, making people slaves, force, take. That should tell every human being on the face of the earth that this system of life is corrupt. And to say that somebody is talking about this power that we can't see in such a way that that power will allow us to continue to sit here and be abused, manipulated and guided and controlled by such an evil power is pathetic. And so my message to you is that it is pathetic, the life that we're living if we're calling ourselves one who can witness for the power that we don't see. The power that we don't see must live in us for us to become a witness. Now, I have concluded, ladies and gentlemen, based upon what I've observed, and I have put myself in a position so I can see some things. You know, I understand that we were, as people, were made with requirements for survival that are similar. I understand that we as people are given gifts and things that we can do as a service, as a gift, as a job, as a career. I understand that here on this earth, if we play a part in being here, in other words, if we come on this earth, nobody but us, and we do all of those things that's necessary to do and to accomplish all of that we wish, we understand that that happened because we did something. We did not sit down or stand up or wonder and any of these things appeared. We had to do something. That hasn't changed. On this earth, we come here to participate. We come here to do something. But if you don't know that, if you're not connected with that spirit that designed the way of peace and prosperity, freedom and joy, if you're not of that mindset, you don't know anything about that. You know about lying and cheating and stealing. You know about those things that ended up having causing hatred, racism and bigotry. That's the stuff that the world teaches us. And going to a church talking about, I'm saying churches, but I'm really talking about anybody that's talking about this power, this that I'm referring to. And they sit around thinking that they are going headed somewhere. I don't know and want to say where you're headed because I don't know where you're headed. But a place where people live in peace and in prosperity and freedom and joy and happiness, you're not going there. Why? Because you don't deserve to go there. You wouldn't be nothing but a cancer coming into that fort. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, all of you, what you call prosperity preachers, I don't want to call their name, but their names are called quite frequently on YouTube. And they are talking about prosperity, talking about planning your dollar and God. God is not about money. This earth is not about money except when it comes to man. And that's the part of the game. That's the Ponzi scheme. That's the trickery that man is playing on mankind. And everybody has accepted it. Most people hasn't. Well, not everybody, but most people have accepted it. You see, the tree grows because of the resources that's in the earth and the rain and the sun. Everything does something. And the tree grows to live forever, some of them. That's the way we as people, we come here to engage ourselves in a process that allows us to cause the manifestation of those things that we have imagined are essential for our survival and our fun and our life. And we do that, all of us, doing what we do. And we do it in such an abundance that nobody has to ever suffer for anything. And I tell you that God is about that. I tell you that God represents that, and anybody that's talking about God with truth knows that. But here's how you know that they know that. Is because they are killed. They don't just talk like me. I'm just talking. But I'm still here. So I don't qualify for heaven. Why? Because people haven't gotten pissed off with me for telling the truth. They haven't gotten pissed off with me because the people are not listening and making a change, the kind of things that shows that love and compassion is better than this crooked stuff we're living. People are just ignoring it. And while they ignoring it, I have to keep on living and keep on talking. But I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that it's all real. We are in hell. In America, we're in hell. Look around us. How much suffering. They talking about $100 billion. They want to spend some money talking about these things that you know they've attached to it. But this winter, there will be people in every town where it's snow, sleeping under bridges and under tents and stuff because they have nowhere to go. This stuff, what? This is America. And they want you to think that we have opportunity. Opportunity to do what? To make money for somebody else. To make money for somebody else and then have to give it up. You still don't have peace. You still don't have prosperity. You still don't have freedom for everybody. The only one way you can do that is God's way. The creator of this earth, the sun, the sky, the grass, the trees, the way that Creator designed for these things to exist. There's a way that's designed for peace and prosperity and freedom and joy, happiness, and your dreams to come true, your needs, your wants, and your desires are met. There is a design for that to happen. And only God's people know it. Those who are touched by God, those who choose God. God has chosen everybody. But those who choose God know this, and they walk according to it. And the evidence of it is that all of the world and all of you, all of us, if we're living, we participate in it. All of us who were living when Dr. King was killed, somebody pulled a bullet, pulled the trigger, shot the gun. But every American, everybody in this country approved it. We made it okay. Why? Because we didn't do anything about it. We allowed the system that permitted this to continue to exist. And it exists today. But most of us now got the lesson from killing Dr. King and Malcolm X. Nobody's doing anything. Now we're just in our little offices talking just like I'm talking, accomplishing nothing just like I'm accomplishing nothing. You don't listen to a thing I say. And I understand that. I'm not upset with you for not listening. I know that you're denied and living in hell because you won't listen. But the thing that gets me is because you won't listen, nobody won't kill me. Kill me for lifting up God. You think I want to sit around here and sick and die from cancer, heart attacks, and all that kind of stuff? That's trash. That's for people who wasted their lives. Do something. Do something. Change the world or die trying. And for the good stuff. I think I'll stop here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me this your time. The Republicans in America have no answers. The Democrats in America have no answers. They are different. They got their little schemes, but neither of them got any answers. And you, the American people, do not require any answers. You're too blind to require answers. You're just in darkness, even though you think you're in the light. Goodbye.